What's going on, everyone? Mortal Kombat 2021. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by wearecritics.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and I'm back with a good one. I just saw, courtesy of Warner Brothers, early screening of Mortal Kombat, the 2021 version. Whew. And we got to talk about it. I mean, the film it's directed by Simon McCoy and written by a guy named Oren Uziel, who first to talk about Simon, he is known for nothing. Like I researched this guy, and I didn't see anything in his resume that was like, oh, okay, this guy's directing it. I never heard of this guy until right now. And then the other guy, Oren, I mean, he's got some pretty cool writing credits. He did 22 Jump Street. He did Cloverfield Paradox. There's even word that he may be penning the new Supergirl live action film that's coming out. And then Detective Pikachu too. So I mean, shout out to Oren because he's busy. He looks like he's staying active in the business. But we want to talk about Mortal Kombat 2021 and how I felt about it and what did I think. Before we get to that, let's talk about what this film delivers. It delivers high energy, awesome fight choreography, like undeniable fight choreography that you will probably like as you watch the screen. It delivers everything, maybe more of the fighting that you are very familiar with if you are a gamer. So if you have played the games, you know, over the years and even the newer iterations, how things have changed and a little more graphic, a little more 3/4 dimensional, then you're going to be pretty excited about the fighting that you see in this film. It stars Louis Tan, who plays Cole Young. There's Sonya Blade is in this as well. I'm going to give you guys a roster of characters that you get familiar with seeing. She's played by Jessica Namie. Then we have a familiar face, Mike Makad Brooks, who plays Jax. A lot of people know Makad from the Supergirl television show. He played Jimmy Olsen, which was a very unique twist on that character, making him African American. So shout out to CW for doing that. Then we have Josh Lawson, who plays Kano, a very good Kano, I might add. He, in the beginning of the film, is like my standout favorite character in the whole movie, and then it changes. I picked a new favorite character by the end. I was like, honestly, I like Kano, but you know what? I'm going for Luke Kane. Luke Kane is yeah, man. He's the truth. He's the truth in this. There's another familiar face, gentleman by the name of Hanzo. I don't want to butcher the names. I hate when I butcher the names. Hanzo Hasashi, who was in Avengers Endgame. He was in the scene where Hawkeye is Ronin and he's fighting him in the streets. And he plays. Well, I don't want to. Well, you'll kind of know who he plays. He plays Scorpion. That's not really much of a spoiler. You'll see that in like literally they already shared like the first 7 minutes of the film anyways, and I'm sure most of you've seen it. But yeah, he plays Scorpion in the film as well. And that's pretty much a roster. There really aren't. There's some surprise characters that pop up, but I won't spoil all of that for you guys. But that's their main roster that you're getting in this film. Now, Mortal Kombat. Listen, there's not a lot going on in this film, but a lot of ass kicking. I'm gonna be real. It's compared to the '95 version. We all know that there was a 1995 version of Mortal Kombat where, you know, the soundtrack was a lot more popular than the movie, and the title song was a lot more popular than the movie. But that's not going to be the case for this one. I honestly think that people are going to receive this well because it's literally, if you play the game, if you're a fan of that game, and it does what you can do with this kind of a storyline. Like, it's not drawn out. You're not getting like this big, and I have to compare like a DC or Marvel-esque setup or drawn out storyline where you got to build character. But in saying that, and this is going to be in a full written review when I write this. Like, this film, although it feels like an R-rated CW movie, like, hands down, feels like an R-rated CW movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of cheese, but it's good cheese, if that makes any sense. Think back early Arrow years. Think back. I'm not even gonna say like Flash, because the Flash was a little softer than Arrow, but this movie is straight rated R. Like, there's gore, there's language, there's name calling. It's rated R, straight up, but it still has a softer side, if that makes any sense. So I call this an R-rated CW film. Although it feels like that, it manages to deliver great fights. It manages to tie all the characters together logically, and it just, I don't know, it tells a decent story enough where all of this odd weird shit makes sense. So I have to recommend this film. Like, I think game fans are going to be satisfied with this. I think that they have finally pulled it off, and that they have made video game to theatrical films worthy with this one. It even makes me want more. I'm not gonna lie. Would I have gone to the theater to see this? If I had gone to the theater to see this, I probably would have left like, it was okay, but because I got to watch it in the comfortability of my own home and really like dive into it, like, I had headphones on, I was watching it straight on the computer, headphones on, I was locked in, and I'm telling you, the fighting sequences, man, had me pumped. I was ready to go, hit the gym and spar a little bit with somebody, because the adrenaline in this movie is at an all-time high. You get all of that. There's stakes. There's a little bit of story, but don't go into this hoping to get a lot of story and depth. Like, the character. If you play the game, you know what's going on. You'll know, and I'm not even a gamer, so like, don't even think that I'm biased or anything. Like, I don't even play the game like that. I haven't played Mortal Kombat since the early Sega days. Like, I haven't played it since then. I'm not one of the people that play the newer games or the newer versions, but I am familiar with the newer games and the newer fighting and the newer characters and things like that. And with that being said, there is a scene in this movie that made me like trip out, like bug out, jump for joy. And I'll give you the character. It's Sub-Zero. He does a thing. That some of you gamers will be familiar with. That was phenomenal. Just fucking dope. I was like, oh shit. Oh. But yeah, man. I mean, it's like I said, it's not a perfect film, but it's definitely a film that is perfect for its genre, perfect for the Mortal Kombat franchise. I look forward to seeing more. I hope it comes back, and if it does come back, I'm willing to see this cast continue on, because I think they did a decent job. I mean, it does feel, like I said, it feels very CW-ish in a rated R space, but for the most part, I'm not with that recasting shit. They ruined that with the first franchise when they recasted Johnny Cage, and then in the second one, Annihilation, they end up killing Johnny Cage like 2 minutes into the film. Nah, I wasn't with that. I don't like when studios recast on a whim just cause to try to up the value, the production value, try to put big names on it. Then the expectation kind of changes at that point. So keep this cast, keep it the way they got it going. HBO Max is the place for this. Movies if you want to, but I don't think that's necessary. HBO Max is where this belongs. I mean, I'd love to know what you all thought about it. If you're gonna watch it, if you're excited to see it, I'm recommending this film. Just check it out. At least check it out. Like I said, not a perfect film, but definitely a perfect film for the Mortal Kombat franchise. And they nailed it. They pulled it off. The fighting sequences are phenomenal. Let me know what you guys thought. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And of course, for more movie news, television news, pop culture, our podcast, Critics Talk, in the review for this, which will definitely be out this weekend, make sure you guys check out wearecritics.com, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.